All right, everyone, we're going to continue on our eye drawing. So far, we have built up our darker values and then pulled up our light highlights. But just in the most basic values, we haven't really been focusing on detail too much. So today, what I want to do is really start looking at your image and focusing on detail. What I want to mention when I was looking at some of your progress projects, that some of you chose reference images that are drawings. Now, the only problem with using a drawing is it's only giving you as much detail as the original artist has provided. So it's always important when looking for reference images that you find photographs, that you find high resolution photographs, and the more detail, the better, because it's going to give you more information. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the image to tell us what to do. So when I'm looking at this eye, the iris, the colored part of the eye, there's a lot going on there. There's lots of kind of lines radiating outward. There's even kind of some lines going in a circle here, both dark and light. So we're going to start, I started, if you see, adding just the most basic versions of that, but there's so much more. So I'll continue doing that. I find a really dark part right here. So I might build that in. Remember, I mentioned that I want you all exaggerating your darks. See how nice and dark this corner is? I tried to fix it the best I can. I don't know if you remember me saying I didn't really like the angle that it was going at, but I think it's a little bit better now. And I'm really focusing on all these minute details that maybe you wouldn't have noticed, at first. But now that's all I'm looking for is the details. And if you go too dark or you draw wrong, our handy dandy kneaded eraser is there to save the day. So no worries, okay? But I just want you focusing on the values and exaggerating those darker values, because if you do it really subtly, you're staring at it and you might see it, but then, just an average person coming to look at it, they might miss it. So what exaggerating does too is it helps kind of really make those value changes stand out. Don't exaggerate so much that, it looks like a cartoon. We don't want that much exaggeration, but we definitely want to play up the darks and the lights. So as you can see, I started doing on this side. I'm not going to go everywhere. See these, whoa, let's not draw on our image, right? Those kind of circular lines. Kind of doing that. I noticed this might have gone too dark too fast, so I'm going to put down my pencil, and my kneaded eraser will help lift up some of that area there. And I'm going kind of in the direction that I want. It's going in a circular way, so I'm lifting it. I'm not pressing down, and you can if you want. That's going to make it much more stark of a lift. But if you just kind of press it, it just lifts a little bit. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of pressing it to lighten it up, because I realized I can't really make those lines here if it's already dark. So that's where maybe my exaggeration got a little ahead of me. So just softening that. Now I'll go back and not draw on that. And work that curved line. It's not really a circle. It may be a circle, but I can't see a whole circle. I just see some shading. Over here, I didn't do any of those kind of radiating lines coming out of here. It's kind of redundant. I don't want to bore you on video. I'll probably do a little bit more of that on my own, but I just want to show you some basics of of adding those details. It's really, really, I cannot stress enough, all about looking, okay? What I also want to let you all know is we have these preconceived notions, you know, of what an eye looks like. And I want you to kind of set that aside. And it's hard when you're drawing, but I want you to just really focus on your reference and only your reference. You might think, oh, well, you know, the iris is a circle, so I should draw a big circle. But the reality is a lot of your drawings, or in real life photographs, eyes, the lid will cover both the bottom and the top, or the bottom or the top, cover part of that iris, and you're not going to see the whole circle. So please make sure you're really looking. So I got some of those striations, those radiating lines. There's definitely more to do, but I want to maybe start lifting some of the lighter parts out of the dark. So again, I kind of want to make a kind of a little pointy long thing here, if that makes sense to you, because again, look, I want it to be like that. So, see what I did there? And again, if you do the wrong spot, it's okay. Our pencil is there to help you get it back. So never fear. There's a little squiggle here. Now is when I'm like really looking. So it's not even just a straight line. It's kind of like a squiggle. Oops. So I might have to try and draw with my eraser. Takes some getting used to doing. If you do, it doesn't work out for you. If you do too much, go back in. Because I want that squiggle showing, you know? Make that squiggle show. So we got that little squiggle. That's too fat too. Oh my goodness. But it's a back and forth between the eraser and the pencil. So this is what I want you to start doing. I'll continue on my own, so you don't have to watch me, you know, work little teeny tiny details, but I want you focusing on detail now, okay? If you have any questions, you can always reach me through chat and just send me a picture. So good luck.